hide behind my fiance. Have me on the show instead.
Oh, yes.
Me and all the Lions fans out there.
I love it.
Fuck you, McCoy. I love you. Bye.
Let's go.
You have to choose two non-athletes.
Non-athletes. Non-baseball players.
Non-baseball players.
Stephen
Is it
Hawking would be
Potato,
like
potato. Stephen Hawking.
What?
You said non-athlete.
Gentlemen. Hey.
Friends.
Fella?
What you doing?
What's up?
Welcome to the Juice Boys Show, boys. Three brothers-in-law stupid enough to start a weekly sports podcast. Too stupid to stop after 36. We're rocking and rolling.
Hell yeah.
Whenever you're listening, however you're listening, wherever. We thank you so much. Shows drop every Friday. Be sure to follow on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the latest sports content. This show's blowing up like the TV ratings for the NCAA Women's Elite Eight, boys.
Oh, I
That
love
is
it.
very true.
Oh, you finally nailed one of
12.3.
these.
Hey, 12.3 million
Hell yeah.
people watched that game. I was one of them.
I was one. I watched every
I
second.
sure was. That was great.
But let's get real, guys. We have another special guest. I'm going to let Joey read the intro he didn't write for his dear friend. Joey, who's joining
We're doing
us?
it live.
See,
We're doing it live.
I don't need to write anything because it just comes from the heart. All right. Okay. And finally, for the first time, we're having somebody. We're having somebody that is not related to the McCoy in any way. So we're going to finally get some real knowledge and real sports opinions into the building. All right. I'm so happy to introduce
Joey dropping bombs.
How I said this to the two of you, the man, the myth, the legend, the man we brought in to bring the baseball heat, the one, the only, my boy, Dell. Dell,
welcome, listener, Dell.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Is that the name on your birth certificate? Is my buddy Dell?
Oh, my boy.
My boy Dell.
Dell.
Yeah, I had to legally change it, but yeah, it's on there.
Okay.
Real name's
Quick
Jason,
edit.
so there we go. But
It's Jason. I didn't know it was Jason. Jason? This is new to
Actually,
me and Chris.
Even through high school, it was always Dell. We had a bunch of Jasons, the same grade, so we all went by last names.
Welcome to the
Makes
show,
sense.
my friend. Before you enter the juice box, please note all your biases, the teams that you root for, so we can trash them.
All right, just outside Seattle, so Pacific Northwest guy. Mariners, Seahawks, obviously. Back in the day, we had that one team. They were kind of good. Oklahoma stole them. Sonics, that's right.
Those guys, yeah.
That's good. You had Kevin Durant and everything to take you to the next level, and they stole them away.
That's weird. Let's rub that in. Our soccer team's pretty good. Don't follow them, but and then the Kraken follow a little bit.
Oh yeah, brand new
pretty
Kraken.
fresh into the pretty fresh in the NHL.
Yeah. How's the new stadium they built there? The arena for the Kraken, the Climate Pledge Arena.
Climate Pledge is pretty awesome. I mean, it's new. It's state of the art. It's great light show. Great acoustics. I kind of really wanted the other stadium that Hansen was going to build for, trying to bring NBA back.
Yeah.
A lot of private money. I think it's going to be awesome. Better location right in Stadium District, but Climate Pledge it is.
Climate Pledge Arena. There you
What a
go.
name. What a name.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, we didn't introduce us. I'm the third church coder. We have Juice Boy Joe and the Mr. Pulp Pelletier. We got Sports Docket, Big Potato, listener submitted squeeze that I'm not too excited to listen to.
I'm so excited. Can't wait.
We'll give
I'm
it a
very
try.
excited.
And then we have our picks at the end. Stay tuned for our MLB. What do we got? Cy Young, MVP, and World Series picks for the year. What are we drinking, guys? That's what it is.
Oh my
Joseph
God.
Broseph.
You keep
I almost
almost
jumped in right
missing-
into the docket. I know.
Almost missing this. I don't get it.
So I'm back to being first because I'm back on consecutive weeks again.
No, go look at Dick. Chris, what are you drinking today?
Wow.
Skip.
Wow. Drinking me some Tin Cup. Good old Colorado whiskey, although I just now noticed it has the founder's name carved into the side, just Graber.
I've never noticed that.
What an egotistical move.
What an extremely egotistical choice to make. No, that bottle, every single bottle better make sure that it's got my name splayed out on the side.
Jack Daniels?
That guy was definitively an asshole, so not a great guy to style yourself after. But I'm going to try and do the Joey bottle pop here. Let's see. Did that do anything? Nothing?
Wait,
Got
shit.
nothing.
Okay,
Nothing.
well, I'm going to drink it anyway.
Okay. Dad, what are you drinking, my friend?
Today we have a Lagunitas Hoppy Refresher, a little sparkling hop water.
Oh, those are
and a
delicious.
Yeah, it was pretty warm today out here. We hit a crisp 72 degrees, nice and sunny, mowed the yard.
Beautiful.
I want to just go all America today and just come in here because we're just going to America's pastime, and I am a Rockies fan, unfortunately, but I am, and I think that I've been trying to get to every major league ballpark. I've been to 11, trying to get to every major league ballpark. My number 2 most favorite is Coors Field, so I'm going to honor that, and I'm drinking a Coors Banquet. A legit, local beer. They're a startup. We need to give them some help, And then my lovely wife went to Costco and came back with this, and I was like, "Oh my God, I love you!" A handle of Maker's Mark, and she is the best thing ever. So, Maker's Mark and Coors Banquet. It's going to be a good day.
Also, this douchebag's wearing a Rockies hat and a Boston Red Sox jersey, like all assholes would.
But is that a surprise on baseball day?
No. Cody's talking shit as the only person here not repping anything related to baseball, as we're about to do an entire episode on baseball.
There's a Royals pennant, a Cardinals pennant from the 50s.
Mean all the way across the room, forgotten, put up on a wall years ago and not touched since. Put on a fucking jersey or a hat or something. Act like you care.
There's 14 Kansas City hats in this room.
I can see
awesome. Which one is on your head? That's right. None of them.
The poof looks too good. All right. I've been riding this Dickel a few weeks now. I'm going to ride it a little bit more.
Jump on that Dickel.
I'm going to rub this Dickel raw, boys. All right. Let's jump into the sports docket. Before we hit on MLB opening week, let's hit on March Madness. Men or women's, the Final Four is set. The games are being played Saturday, I believe. Championship is next Monday. So this actually lines up with our podcast where we can talk about it a little bit more without it getting
I'm so excited.
Real stale. Where do you guys want to go with it? A lot of stuff going on. Elite Eight was great. I didn't watch a lot, so I'll lean on you guys a little bit. Take it away.
How did you not watch it?
I was watching the third game of the Royals.
Man,
Dell was at a hockey game.
Oh, no, I just he was. Yeah, that's okay. How did you not watch it? All right. So anyway, my takeaway for the entire weekend was last night's game. We're recording this on Tuesday, with Caitlin Clark just going absolutely insane. That was one of the coolest performances I've seen in a long time. She just came out there and balled out and had 41 points, 12 rebounds. I didn't know this. Everybody knows about her scoring. She just set the NCAA record for assists in the tournament. I was like,
if you'd listened to the show, we talk about it. What the hell? Me and Chris have talked about that multiple times.
I don't listen to what you guys say. But last night was fantastic, and then followed that game up with the other game, the USC and UConn. We got to see that girl Juju Watkins. My God, that freshman, she is incredible. She moves like a legit NBA point guard, which is so aggressive, just drives to the basket. Then Paige Beckers is incredible. And it's like that, this senior class this year is just absolutely amazing. And I was watching that with my wife last night, just saying, this has been one of the most highly touted seasons in women's college basketball. And now that game last night, as you just was saying, as we were talking about earlier, 12 million people watched that game last night. That is incredible. And now it's shaping up to be one of the best Final Fours we've ever seen. That was my takeaway of the weekend, was the girls.
It's going to be fantastic watching Beckers and Clark go head to head in the Final Four to have that opportunity at a Natty. As far as I'm concerned, that's the matchup of women's basketball right now. I mean, that's going to be a spectacular game. Two of the greatest of all time women's basketball or collegiate women's basketball players going head to head. That's going to be a game absolutely worth watching. But I want to talk about my boy DJ Burns from NC State.
Big country.
Oh my God, built like a house, but moves like a point guard. I mean, he was incredible in his game against Duke. I mean, they had no response for him. They had no answer. He was just playing bully ball, getting whatever he wanted. And meanwhile, NC State was playing unreal lockdown D. Yeah, I'm really excited about NC State making it into the Final Four. They're on an incredible run.
A Cinderella type of run?
Not even close.
Oh my God, we don't need to do more of this.
Cinderella?
Hold on, Dell. What do you
already
think?
Been proven wrong. It's fine.
Dell, what do you think of the Cinderella debate that has taken over the show?
I agree. You got to be, a double-digit seed. You can't be a team that just fell off you got to have a withdrawal from it, right? You can't be a number one all the time. They're like, oh, this is our one off season. We're ranked a little low and we made it. That doesn't count. What are they? NC State's what, 11 seed?
Yes.
Making a hard charge. That's a Cinderella story.
It's a Cinderella. It's a Cinderella. It's a Cinderella.
Oh,
It's a Cinderella. They would not have
I love you already, Dell. Thank you.
They would not have gotten into the tournament if they did not win the ACC tournament. And that was against North Carolina and Duke. They would not have got in if they did not win that tournament.
They were
Right, so they beat two powerhouses.
Exactly.
Okay, they beat them.
They were a 10 seed
Yes,
in the ACC
before the
tournament.
Cinderella story happened. They were
would
already
not have
beating the
got
top
in
schools.
Exactly.
Had a
That
show,
was
they
part
earned
of it.
it.
That's when it started.
Cody, you
If they
can't
didn't win those
appreciate a
two games,
prequel.
if they didn't
That
win
was-
those 2 games, they're not even in there.
Why? Why would they not be?
Because
Why
they
not
were
be?
so
They're
bad
a
in the
basketball
regular
school
season.
from a basketball conference.
No, exactly. And they weren't good enough to make it until the tournament. And that's where it starts. Now, so this means they have legitimately won 9 in a row elimination games. That is
Right, they beat
incredible.
Duke twice. What Cinderella story beats Duke? Who plays Duke twice? If you're a Cinderella story, you are in the ACC. You are in the most powerful basketball
NC
conference.
State. Is that what you're asking?
What did I
NC
say?
State has
Yeah.
done that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Which
basketball-
is why it's so incredible that they were a double-digit seed in the tournament before the real tournament.
Yes.
How far fucking out of it they were, and now they're in the Final Four. And
It's like
Cody
UCLA. The
hates
basketball
it.
school turned it on.
My
Del,
favorite
what do you think
part
of the whole thing?
entire story is how much Cody hates it.
No, NC State, Cinderella story, moving on.
Done. He's on this first episode
Mic
calling the
dropped.
shots. It's out. No, it absolutely is, Cody. They did 9 consecutive.
Dell said done. Dell wants to get to his next point, asshole.
Oh no, you can keep going. I'm just saying it's printed in ink. It's going out tomorrow morning's paper.
Is that a newspaper reference? Well, guys, we're not that old.
I am.
Damn it, Dell.
But yeah.
Your soul is definitely that old, McCoy.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a Cinderella story. It's the AC's fucking C, guys. Jeez.
I thought we were done.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Dell said done, and then Joey picked it up. Dell, what do you think of the
Why don't you
women
ride
or
that
men's
dick a
side?
little harder, huh?
Hey, rubbing it wrong.
I mean, Angel Reese, Kenton Clark, great matchup. Like you guys discussed, it's how do they rank it to have them meet in the Elite Eight versus Final Four? Do you try
They
to
fucked
push?
up.
Yeah, spread
Yeah,
that bracket
bummer.
out. I mean, if that is the natty game right there, do you have more viewership?
Ever?
I mean,
No.
that is it, right? They built up all this storyline, even Final Four to make it to the natty would have been.
And it was a fantastic game.
It was
It was
back
a
and forth.
great game.
Both had big runs. And was it tight at halftime, right? Like it was
Yeah.
epic.
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah, it was
Yeah, to give an idea, the 12.3 million viewers, that's more than every women's college basketball game ever. So the most viewed women's college basketball game. Every ESPN college basketball game ever, men or women. Every
way.
MLB game last year. Every
Every
NHL game last year. Every MLS game last year. Every NBA game last year except one.
What?
I'm not sure what one that would be. And every CFB regular season game except the last one. That's what this last game did.
Oh,
NCAA probably left 3 million people on the. They probably had 15 plus million if they got their shit together and had
And
it in the Final
meanwhile, they
Four.
couldn't even be bothered to get the 3-point line right. Like they phoned it in so hard, and
Oh my
people
God.
still tuned in.
That's Dell's neck of the woods,
embarrassing.
right? Wasn't it in?
No,
what
that was
that?
in Albany.
Oh, I thought it was the one in.
It was the Portland was the one with the screwed up 3-point line.
Yeah.
Albany
was?
Albany was the
Iowa
the
game.
game before. Yeah,
Yeah,
Iowa
that was the
game.
Iowa game. Okay.
Yeah, it
Dell,
was.
get your people straight. All right, guys. March Madness. Let's lead into opening week. Baseball is off and running. I think we're on game 4, 5. By the time this comes out, 6, 7, stuff like that.
Six.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Yeah, if you're Dodgers, Padres, you had those 2 games that I was on my cruise and didn't even know existed in Korea.
Yeah, I didn't know they were
Yeah.
regular season games, but they were.
Yeah.
Dell, we'll
Yeah.
let you kick this one off. What are
Hey,
your
Joey,
biggest
Joey.
storylines?
Joey, don't worry, you're on the cruise. Shohei made the bet for you. It's all good.
Oh,
Oh, good. I get it taking care of me.
Oh, is that not allowed here? I mean, I'm not part of the MLB. So.
We actively encourage degeneracy.
Dell, what is your favorite storyline that you are following this year,
Oh man, to open up,
or storylines?
I may hate the Yankees, but they did everybody a solid and swept the Astros.
Hell
We can all
yeah.
appreciate that, right?
I
That's a
hate the
solid start
Astros
for
so
me.
much.
How did the Astros do right after that?
Yeah.
That's not my point. I just
Yeah.
we're talking 0-4, and then we can write that up and put that in books.
They happened to throw a no hitter
Against the Blue Jays, like that's a
The guy
legit.
who what? He joined. That guy throws a no hitter. He joined the MLB. What? He's 20 in his 28-year-old season, and he's 2 years later throws a no hitter. In 2 years, are we gonna know who he is? Okay.
We'll see.
No, but in 2 years, are we going to be worried about him getting swept by the Yankees? Like, no, but it's still right now. It seems cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's five games in. It's hard to tell where the season's going. I'm just trying to be happy with some of these highlights.
That's right.
Mariners split a series with Boston. Would like Castillo to win the opener, but openers are what they are. See what the Dodgers do. I mean, they've invested everybody's bankroll into their roster, whether it's now or in 10 years.
Yeah, over $1 billion.
Shit.
I think.
Yeah,
joke.
I mean, I'd like to see if the Padres can put it together. I mean, they had a roster last year, right, and just couldn't play.
They're so stacked.
So
They had 47 shortstops.
yeah, I think
So
they're
stacked.
actually going to be better now because they lost some people and they're actually they have some ability to move them around. It was crazy that getting Bogarts and moving, Fernando Tatis out to the outfield made him better. Tatis won the Platinum Glove last year as the best overall defender in all of baseball in his first year in right field. So I think them losing some people might actually kind of work out
better.
That seems weird. I think this is going to give more of freedom in the lineup to Tatis, to Bogarts. Losing Snell hurts, especially losing him to the Giants. That's going to be hard to recover from that. But I would love to see them do it. They still have some really, really good players, and anybody but the Dodgers, please. Just
$1 billion. The Athletics spent $20 million less than they did a decade ago on their payroll. They're not spending money.
Incredible, awful statistic that they have spent less than they did in the Moneyball season. That was about how they had no money. and that was 20 plus.
That was a different decade ago. And inflation's a bitch, and they found a way to deflate their payroll, guys. They found a way to deflate.
Did you see the fan protest in Oakland?
Yeah,
Did you guys see that?
opening day, right?
It was incredible. They packed the parking lot, and nobody went into the game. It was just
a
like
storyline that came out today that 2 players were like rocking shirts from the protest and got demoted back down to AAA.
Really?
Yeah.
Morally, I support those guys.
Yeah, 100%. Fuck the ownership there. Like, what are you doing?
Also, doesn't Oakland not have a home? Didn't the Vegas officially say no? Like,
This is their last season in their current stadium, and they're not supposed to have a stadium in LA or in Vegas until 2028.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what are you doing for the next 3
Are
seasons?
they going to have to play like in the University of Oakland Stadium?
We're moving them to Anchorage, boys. Moving them to Anchorage. My God, we've got more on that later.
Can you guys link the GoFundMe for that?
yeah, we'll get that out. We'll send that out.
We should do a GoFundMe for that.
Fellas, I think we might need to get serious about this GoFundMe. Like, Jesus, somebody needs to help the Oakland Athletics.
Somebody just step in. Chris, favorite storyline you're looking forward to for the year?
Oh my God. Jesus. I mean, between the White Sox, the Rockies, and the Athletics, like the race for the bottom is on, boys. It's gonna be a really difficult season to be a Rockies fan. I love going to baseball games. I love just the hang. Like it's a second to none experience going and hanging out on the rooftops before and after the game, like all this and that. And it's getting to the point to where it's like it's $17 to go and have a bar ticket for the Rockies, and I don't know that it's worth it.
In game 3, it's already on a Saturday, mind you. Game 3 on a Saturday.
Yeah, decent seats were $14. And
Already?
Yeah, decent. Like not bad.
I mean, Stan Kroenke is just a crook. He just doesn't care.
It's not Kroenke. I wish it was Stan Kroenke. It's Dick Monfort. Freaking Dick. Dick Monfort is the. I wish Stan Kroenke owned the Rockies because then we'd win a championship because everything Stan Kroenke.
Oh wait, he's the one.
Yeah.
He owns everything else in Denver.
Yeah, he owns the Nuggets championship, Avs championship, the LA Rams championship.
Won a championship. Yep.
Sorry, Stan. My bad. I know you're a listener, Stan. My bad.
Arsenal. Yeah, he owns Arsenal out there, and they won the Premier League. They didn't win the championship, but they won the standings. But
professional sports ownership has shifted in the last couple of decades in a very big way. Money talks, and these like single family owner groups are getting phased out, and you see what winds up happening with teams like the Rockies, with the Athletics, where you just are unwilling to spend money because for the longest time, just being a team owner was more than plenty to expect that it was going to be worth people's while.
The Athletics could play back in the Coliseum. They could go to Sacramento for a few years.
That'd be
They
cool.
might hit Salt Lake City for a few years.
Dude, Salt
San
Lake's trying to get a
Francisco.
team.
They may go to Oracle Park, maybe split some games there. And then Las Vegas is where their AAA team is. So they have an athletic stadium, but it's obviously AAA. So, but as far as capacity and stuff, my story for the year is a little more local. The Royals spent the most money ever that they've since ever. Like they just signed Bobby Witt. The vote was today for taxpayers to sign off on a brand new stadium, downtown a downtown stadium with a entertainment district connecting it. So a little more of a local piece, but they spent probably 10 times more money than they ever have my whole life. So I want to see that local story, and also how Shohei Ohtani sounds like this gambling story is slowly fizzling, but there's a lot of questions still to be asked and answered. So I want to see how he
It's
handles
slowly
that.
fizzling because everybody's just like the MLB is refusing to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they want nothing to do with it. It's gone because they're just like, if this happens, then their world is over. It is.
It was their golden boy.
He is
Yeah.
the golden boy.
But the Dodgers, do they look at it two ways? Do we drag it out one season? And if Shohei doesn't play, they're like, let's throw him under the bus. Let's get out of this $700 million contract.
Ooh.
Oh, they want an
could be
out.
a scapegoat.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
That's juicy, Dell. That's juicy.
That's a lot of money, dude. I bet they could. If he's banned, boom, that contract disintegrates.
Yeah,
they don't have to
you're
do
done.
anything with that. And they're only paying him what, $2
All of a sudden,
million this year?
$700 million becomes $2 million from this year.
Shohei as a
Holy
rental for
shit.
1 year for $2 million. That's better than the Russell.
Yeah,
Oh,
that-
instead
that's
of the
an
defer.
all-time. Yeah, that's an
Oh.
all-time win.
So Ohtani
my
defers
God.
his, and they're like, oh, well, we have 10 years to figure out a scandal to pin you on. Get you out here.
Yeah, we got a
Oh.
$698 million discount. I think we'll take that.
Figure it out. Wow. Also, Juan Soto has been on base 12 times in 3 games for the Yankees, and he has a peewee fence out there in right field. So I think he might be an MVP favorite, if I had to say. He's playing wiffle ball over there.
You son of a gun. So my big storyline going into the year, obviously, is going to be watching the Colorado Rockies. No, absolutely not. No one's ever going to say that. No one's ever going to say that. They're like, it's just going to be.
That's all the time we have.
It's going to be
Unwatchable.
horrific.
Next,
watching
come back
them.
next week.
They might legitimately be pushing for the all-time worst winning record, and I think it's 40. I think they have to win 40 games. That was the 63 Mets. So
It's going to be a stretch.
I mean, I don't know, man. They're so bad. But my big thing this year is just going to be the one I want to watch is the media going to cover anything other than the Dodgers and the Yankees the entire season? Because both of them have make it or break it on the line. Both of these teams, the spending, like the years in between, because no one's freaking counting the Dodgers in 2020 COVID bullshit year. No one's counting that as a real World Series, just the same way they're not counting the Lakers as a real winner in the bubble. All right, that was fake. That was COVID fake. All right, so the Dodgers haven't won in a long time. The Yankees haven't won in a long time. They both went out and spent. I mean, we'll see how much of that $700 million they have to pay, but they went out there and committed to it. All right, they have to pay now Mookie Betts as well, and he is looking absolutely freaking credible. He's hitting like 650. You know, he's been like it's unreal. And then they have to pay Ohtani, obviously, and then Freddie Freeman. So they're stacked. If they don't win, what is the excuse? And then the Yankees, the other side. If the Yankees miss out in the playoffs again, I think New York might catch fire. I mean, it's just like it might actually blow up. So those are my two big storylines: is how much they're going to cover it and whether or not this money is going to actually work. Because both of them, they need to. And then if the Dodgers or Yankees don't win, they might be looking at blowing it up. Because what else can you do? What else can you do at that point?
The Yankees only have Soto for this year. Then he hits free agency, right? So
I think so.
can they pay that kind of money?
And he's a Scott Boras client, and Scott Boras just takes teams to the cleaner. Except for this year, he took a lot of L's for his guys. Also, Joe, you're way wrong. The old 1899 Cleveland Spiders, the worst record of all time,
Oh.
20 wins.
Oh, okay.
The Spiders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It looks
obviously.
like modern day, the fast fast pitch baseball?
The Philadelphia Athletics in the modern era of 1916 had a 36-win season. The old Cleveland Spiders, boys, a 13% winning percentage and
So
84 games back.
What was the Mets in 63?
40 losses, 62. But the Boston Braves were worse than that. And
What the hell did you just say? 40 losses, 62? That doesn't even make sense.
Oh, the 62 Mets. You said 60. Sorry.
Oh, no, I said 63. So it's 62. They had 40 wins.
Yes.
See, that's what I count as real baseball because they're playing against black people, and it's the fast pitch. So that is real baseball.
Joey's just formulating his perspective as it goes live to align with him being right.
That's right. That's not. Dell, what is your rundown on your Mariners, too? We talk about Royals, Rockies. Give us a little rundown for your boys.
Oh, the Mariners, man. I almost wanted to put in a squeeze on this one. I just couldn't be fully convicted on it. We let Felix hang to dry multiple seasons.
Oh, yeah.
We have a whole roster of Felix's pitching now. Are we really going to let all of them hang while we just strike out left and right? I think we have 10 more strikeouts in our first 4 games than we did last season.
10 more?
Wow.
Yeah, it's not pretty. But we squeaked out 2 wins out of that Boston series. You know, we got one's extra innings. Julio finally got his first walk-off win.
Hey,
That's right. Go. He's my boy, dude. Julio Rodriguez is like the future, dude. He is so good.
He is a dude.
I forgot this was your segment, Joey.
Sorry.
Dell, you can come back anytime you like.
I think the pitching rotation, though, they get their handle on it. Hancock came in, pitched great last night in place of Brian Wu, who's on the start of the season today, IL. They're young pitchers, but they're going to come in. I think they'll be strong. We just have to get the bats going. It's hard in our division. You know, the Astros, just everybody hates them, but they're good regardless of what they do. We'll see how the Astros bullpen holds up to how they handle the whole season. So, I mean, we don't have to compete against the Oakland A's. That's nice. The A's.
That's a big sweat right there.
It could be 19 wins right there.
So we'll see what happens. It's a long season. Just starting.
Dang. Yeah, just getting started. We're super excited for it. I'll do it for the sports docket. Music break! Music break! All right, boys, we're so back. Squeeze it of the week. Our most outlandish takes. Just one squeeze.
One.
Rhymes with Ike. Old Mike Nelson, our good buddy, was a guest of this program a few weeks ago.
Who wants to watch weird acts with 2 Olympians? That one?
Go listen to that up. It was a fun
Marital
episode.
acts.
While Joey was gone, I had a squeeze talking about how the Lions fans fucked up them losing in the playoffs because they were looking at flights at halftime. Listener Kendall, who is Mike's fiance, was the one doing this. I called out her and the Detroit Lions fans that got too ahead of themselves.
Yeah.
Also, Mike for not telling his fiance to not do that because he's been there. Lions fans have not. Go listen to the episode. We did get a rebuttal back in the form of an audio message that I have not listened to yet. But
I can't
God
wait.
help us.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Before we say that,
Yeah.
old Mike Nelson got tickets to the Final Four. So he'll be our... And he didn't take us. He will be our boots on the ground.
He's going to be our boots on the ground. Okay.
Yep. He's going to go to Arizona. Massive Purdue fan, like he said, or by birth. His dad is a massive Purdue fan. But Coach Painter got them tickets. They're family friends with the fella. Threw him a few tickets. Yeah.
Is that for real? I didn't know what you were talking about today in the group text. So Painter is the coach of Purdue.
I
thought that was a dude you guys just called Painter. Like that's incredible. Like he knows the coach and he's going to the Final Four. That's
family
insane.
Friend. Yeah.
That's insane.
So we're gonna get some
boots on the ground. Tell me all about it.
He's our journalistic friend there. So, anyways, listener
journalistic
Kendall,
moron.
Yes, seriously.
I might have to root for Purdue now. Damn it.
Yeah, do it.
I don't like Zach Edey. He's weird looking.
And you're just like some beautiful what?
That's all it takes.
I'm normal in proportion, I guess. But I mean,
are you?
More than Zach Edey.
Anyway, so Mike, you send us all that stuff. We'll get it posted on the Instagram. But listener Kendall, his fiance had a rebuttal for us.
Former listener
she
Kendall.
says, she is former. So let's get a listen here. Let me get this. Here we go. Godspeed to everyone.
Hit us with it.
All right, McCoy, I have a lot of things to say. Number one, how dare you? Firstly, you're operating
Good
under
start.
the impression that I'm a superstitious fan. Any superstition or thoughts of me having control over the outcome of a game clearly went out of the window during the 2008 season. Also, I wrote you a thesis and backed it with facts and stats. Like, I'm clearly not superstitious.
No, she knows
But
her
please don't worry, I haven't contributed anything the Chiefs have ever done to you. Also, to clear things up, I was looking at flights to Detroit, not the Super Bowl, because I wanted to watch with my dad. I also had been looking at them since like week 10 when we were
look
8
like
and
a
2
dick.
because flights were $28 because I'm an optimist and I have faith in my team. Mr. Let me go cry in the shower because my team is losing. And thank you to Chris for having my back and explaining to you what fandom is. Your
Hell
version
yeah.
of fandom does sound incredibly depressing. I also said in my thesis that I would have a hard time considering their season a success if they couldn't pull off a playoff win, which they pulled off too and played in the NFC Championship. As I am a woman of my word,
True.
I called the season a success, especially after work they did on building the team over the last few seasons. Additionally,
Oh, shit.
if you are going to try to trash one of my takes and your hot take is your squeeze of the week is about me, don't hide behind my fiance. Have me on the show instead.
Hell
From
yes.
me and all the Lions fans
Oh,
out
I
there.
love it.
Fuck you, McCoy. I love you. Bye.
Let's go. Let's
Shots
go.
fired.
Hey.
Love it.
Beautiful former listener, Kendall. I hope you tune in just for this squeeze.
Please be back. Please listen again. We want you back, Kendall. That was amazing.
Oh,
I don't know what
should we let Cody take it away and
Go
try
ahead,
and defend
McCoy.
himself,
you just
or do we
got
all get a kick in the
fucking
teeth first?
eviscerated.
I'm kind of hurt.
That's it?
That's it.
I feel
That's
hurt.
the whole.
You feel hurt.
I mean, I'm personally excluding myself from all of that, by the way.
That's fair. Yeah, that's
Dell's
valid.
not associated with what was just said. Dell, what did you think of that? You don't look up flights, right? You wouldn't look up flights at halftime. You can't fuck that.
No, I also wouldn't take a shower during the game.
Damn.
Burn.
Dell. So Dell's right down the middle here. Dell is-
I mean, I'm sitting there, I'm going to watch it. I had to watch somebody throw an interception at the goal line, and that really hurt.
Somebody.
Yeah. Which that is
Oh,
popped
he-
up on.
Some no name.
Oh,
It's
God,
popped
he
up
keep-
on this show. Quite
5
a
years
few
from now,
times.
will anybody even remember that?
The best part is
You do.
he really beat Denver twice. He beat him in the Super Bowl, and then he took him to the cleaners for a bunch of money.
That's true.
I mean,
You really just beat
that's
George
insane,
Payton, who
dude.
cannot pull his
kind of
head
on
out
you
of his ass.
guys.
I don't know what to say to Kendall because if she was going to see your dad, obviously I look like the
Yeah.
big asshole.
Oh man, you look
Yeah,
like
you're
the
a dick
biggest
for
possible
sure.
Yeah,
dick.
yeah,
now.
you do.
But also book the flights fucking 3 months earlier, Kendall.
She
What are we
didn't know they
doing
were
here?
going to beat.
What?
She
So
was
you,
gonna
you
go
can only
watch
see
the
your
next
you can
game
only
with her
no
dad.
hold on. You can only see your dad if the Lions were to win. Book the trip to go see your dad anyway. Why
Pretty sure
why
that's
does
the
the
rules,
Lions
yeah.
have to be?
Cody, every time that I knew you before you went to Kansas City, you were watching the Chiefs game with your dad.
Yeah.
I watched.
Yep.
I think I watched every.
So why wouldn't you book it 3 months
not-
before?
Because you don't know they're going to be there.
Yeah, but go visit your
Correct.
dad anyway. If you love him so much, go visit him before. You don't need a Lions game to go
Okay,
visit.
I love my dad. Did I watch this last Super Bowl with him? No. You know why? Because the Patriots weren't in it.
Yeah.
All right. And so, but I watched every single
They were
freaking
close,
Patriots
though.
Super Bowl with him and my buddy Ben and my brother. Every single one. All right. And so I agree with that. That's you're a bad dude. You're a mean man. You're a mean man, McCoy.
Oh, what a jerk. I
Also, I know my
also-
fandom is not maybe the most normal, but it's like a
not
it's-
maybe not. I mean,
not, no.
Cody, I love your approach to fandom because in this scenario, your ideal situation outside of winning the Super Bowl is like, okay, yeah, we lost in the NFC Championship. I'm really heartbroken about that loss. But hey, on the bright side, I also made sure not to enjoy any of the wins leading up to that, and that's somehow better.
What's the point? You got to win.
That's somehow a better scenario.
The joy is winning.
I've not enjoyed any of the winning that we've done leading up until this glorious run. I've not appreciated a single moment of any of this positivity that the rest of the fandom's been enjoying. I've just been sulking and talking about all the negative things that
Yes.
could come out
Correct.
of this. Yeah. I mean, it's just
There's no joy.
even
You get
be a
your lunch
fan?
pail and you go to fucking
even
work
be a
every
fan
Sunday. There's
at
no
that
joy. There's no joy.
Yeah.
That's the Dr.
Right.
Pulp. Zero
Hey.
joy.
Hey, we got somebody here who lived through, I mean, unfortunately, a mini dynasty with this with the Legion of Boom.
A mini dynasty. They won one.
No, they should have won 2.
That doesn't. They won 1. There's no dynasty.
I know. That's why I said mini. They should have won 2. They should have
done. It's not a mini dynasty either.
They should have gone back to back.
It's a single Super Bowl win.
If they would have handed it to Marshawn Lynch, they would have gone back to back, and that would have been a mini dynasty.
Also, Dell, yes, you were watching that game, but you had no reason to turn it off up till that drive. It was like a flash fucking in the ass.
So
it wasn't like something you anticipated was going to happen.
Well, back up. Okay, so I'm a Detroit Lions fan, right? You haven't been to the playoffs in so long. Seahawks. Since, the Steelers stole that Super Bowl from the Hasselback and the Seahawks.
It was trash. It was trash.
Russell's rookie season, we lose to Atlanta by a missed field goal at the end, right? Every game lead up to that, you're excited. It's the playoffs. You enjoy every game up to that moment. Sure, you didn't win that game, but you enjoyed it. And I would have looked up fights that game. Man, if we make it, let's go.
If we win the game's got to be won, though. The game's got to be won.
Correct, but
hold on.
You can still enjoy it up to that moment. You can still enjoy the game.
Yes,
You're
but
saying
the second you look at flights,
you're saying there's no joy in it. There's still joy in it.
No, we're going to work. You clock in with the boys. You put your jersey on when the game starts. You take it off when you clock in. We go to work, clock out.
So what is a sports moron to you, Dell? What is a sports moron then? Because look, Cody, it's a work job. It's not fun being a sports moron for Cody. What is a sports moron for you?
It's losing sleep over shit that don't matter.
That sounds right.
Is that only sports in your life?
No.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah. Man, you get so worked up over stuff. I mean, Russell going to Denver. Joey was like the first person to text me. He's like, "Bro, what just happened?"
Yeah.
You're kidding me. I'm freaking out. What the fuck just happened?
Yep.
And turns out later, I shouldn't have reacted. I should have probably been happy.
Geno Smith?
Yeah. Geno beat his record.
Pretty good. Last 2 seasons, Geno has better stats than Jalen Hurts. So
that is true.
Just saying.
But nobody's touching that tush.
No, I know. It's unfortunate. We could have been. Well, you got to hand the ball to Marshawn and we'd have a couple rings, but it's okay.
Then you'd be a mini dynasty. 1 ring is 0 dynasty.
No, back to back is mini dynasty.
Yeah, that did not happen. So therefore, did not have that.
What did I just say? He was on the verge of a mini dynasty. That's what I said, McCoy.
I don't know if he said verge.
That defense will still be ranked. Everybody, you brought up Legion of Boom. You guys know who that was. They hold their place in time. That's all it needs.
Chiefs had a better defense this year.
I'm worried that we're losing the thread here. And the thread here is that Cody is an asshole that thinks people shouldn't go watch sports, beloved sporting teams with their father. And
he hates children
that I'm taking from this. Yeah, we've already established he hates children and the elderly, and now he hates fathers.
Yeah. A lot of negativity there, Cody.
There was some elder abuse there for a while too. But I realized.
Oh my God!
Who does this guy? He likes anything Kansas City. Other than that, no, nothing. No.
I also did hide behind
Kansas City, and it's just like he's devoid of a soul all of a sudden.
I did hide behind listener Kendall's fiance. She called that out.
Yeah,
because I'm scared of listener Kendall. It's kind of where it's going.
Probably deeper than that, at least.
Yeah,
former and hopefully again listener.
We hope we can win her back. At least I've probably burned the bridge. Hopefully you guys can bring her back. Thank you, listener Kendall, for submitting your terrible squeeze.
That was an outstanding squeeze.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I loved it.
It's only terrible because your jaw is still hurting.
Yeah.
My butt hurts still.
Torn up.
Joey, if people like listener Kendall, former listener Kendall, want to submit their own squeeze of the week, how do they do so?
Listeners, if you can top that, please try by submitting your most outlandish sports take by emailing us at juiceboyshow@gmail.com. And Cody, because you asked me what it was earlier and I honestly forgot what it was, I'm going to say it again. juiceboyshow@gmail.com. Or send us a DM on Instagram at juiceboyshow. And if it has the pulp, like Kendall's just did, that was pulpy. That was thick and viscous. We will read it on the show. Chris!
What's up, buddy?
Sponsoring today's show.
Folks, baseball season has officially begun. Time to spend beautiful, sunny afternoons out at the ballpark with a beer in your hand. But I know what you're asking yourself. How do I properly occupy that other hand in a way that lets everyone know I'm the biggest douche in this park?
Oh, gosh.
Allow me to introduce you to the sponsor of this very special episode of the Juice Boys Show, bringing your own glove to a baseball game. Yes, that's right, dear listener. This summer, bringing your own glove to a baseball game will ensure you set the tone for everyone else in the stands that you're here to get drunk and do your best Jim Harbaugh impression by fighting local children for foul balls and dingers alike. You'll be the highlight of ESPN as you impress the talking heads by hip-checking the 10-year-old birthday boy next to you out of the way to catch that precious Charlie Blackmon homer. Yes, you can surely be the next Steve Bartman, ensuring you ruin one single game for your team and your entire life in the process by bringing your own glove to a baseball game. Bringing your own glove to a baseball game, because the Rockies' on-field performance can still be the second most embarrassing thing happening at Coors Field.
Over under a year and a half that Joey last brought his glove to a baseball game.
Under.
I'm gonna go under.
Under?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for real? That I brought a glove?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not brought a glove since I was a child, fool. I don't bring my glove. I got hands.
I was waiting.
All right,
I was waiting for that to end with Joey being like, "Oh wait, shit, I forgot. There was one game last summer where I showed up with the glove."
I brought it. Yeah.
No, I don't. I've not done that since a child.
All right, guys, let's move into the big tot, the big potato, big starchy fella. We got Dell here, big baseball guy. Thought we'd go baseball route. We're going. You got a home run derby. You have to choose two non-athletes.
Non-athletes, non-baseball,
non-baseball players.
It's like Stephen Hawking would be
potato,
like
potato. Stephen Hawking.
What?
Oh, you said non-athlete, and so I mean, it's like he's definitely non-athlete.
That is the only non-athlete that could compete.
I know he is not an athlete.
Joey, what?
So,
he's
not an athlete.
Wow. The first non-athlete you think of for home run derby is
and maybe
Stephen Hawking.
Pedo. He might be a pedo, but I know he's definitely not an athlete.
Wait, what?
Oh my God! This is the fastest a potato has ever derailed.
Oh,
Stephen Hawking is your non-athlete. That was the first
You're
person.
gonna cancel the show the first time I'm on it.
Stephen Hawking, damn it. Joey, you're dead last now. Thanks for that.
All right.
Home run derby, two non-baseball. Dell gets to start us off.
Oh,
Let's hear it.
Home run derby, two non-baseball athletes. Who's going to win? Yep.
All right. My first pick, I'm going PGA. I'm picking Bryson DeChambeau.
Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't think about that at all.
Dude,
That's a great pick.
He's the science guy of golf. He has all his irons the same length. He hits the gym. He rips the ball harder than anybody. 2021, he hit the ball, club head speed, 130.4 miles an hour.
Holy shit.
Hand-eye coordination, put a bat in his hand. He's going to crush this. I feel pretty confident with pick number one there.
All right. So, I mean, that just makes so much sense because you got to have that hand-eye. You got to be able to make all the bat.
So he hits a small ball. You give him a bigger ball. I mean, he's going to
crush that.
I mean,
that bat speed's going to be wild. Fuck. That was the best one. Should we even keep going? That's a really good one. Yeah. Wow. Chris, beat that. You get to
Don't
go.
worry.
You get to
Don't worry. I've got something better. Okay.
Right.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing, Dell. I love Dell taking it in the direction. Who else is swinging some shit, and who is swinging the shit out of that shit?
Oh.
But let's not forget what the home run derby is about, and it's about entertainment. And you cannot tell me Bryson DeChambeau is entertaining. But you know who is entertaining? John Daly.
I was going to say John Daly.
Same train.
All of 5'11", 250 pounds, 5 wins on the PGA, 2 majors, and once hit a ball 414 yards in 1997.
He's more than 250, right? There's no way he's
now he
playing
is,
weight.
but when
Playing
he
weight.
was
This is peak John Daly. I want him rocking up with a mullet.
Smoking the smig.
With a
There's gonna be a
cigarette.
cig,
He's got to put his Diet Coke next to the catcher, and he steps up and he slaps dingers because he is John Daly. And you know what? He can continue just ripping them all day because you can't pull fat. He doesn't get tired.
Oh shit.
He doesn't get injured. He's
What a
John
pig.
Daly. He runs off of cigarettes, Diet Coke, and Coors. And that man is a national treasure. And that would be the most entertaining home run derby of all time.
Oh, this is an electric derby so far. Jeez.
That's a fire pick right there.
John
I
Daly.
love that you went with Bryson DeChambeau because that's the
I
perfect
can't believe I didn't
counterpoint.
think John Daly. I went golf too, and I just didn't.
You were this close.
John Daly was on my list, you asshole. But that
Oh, I'm sorry, Joe.
I'm
Pick one of your
so
14
sorry.
others.
No, I mean I have way more than that. But no, I thought you said I was last.
Yeah, but now I don't want to go after that.
Because you can't.
Yeah, you can go.
All right. So for mine, I wanted somebody who was just going
He's
to.
relegating
Now,
himself.
the hand-to-eye coordination is a really big deal, but I
Okay.
want somebody else who is just known as one of the biggest like psychos ever and one of the strongest people who's ever played the game. I'm gonna go Lawrence Taylor. All right. I want prime LT.
Oh my God. Okay.
I want prime LT coked out of his mind.
Oh,
Just
you want
going
Coke
up there.
involved.
Oh, I mean,
So you-
prime LT means definitely Coke. Is
So he's
involved.
playing for the 86 Mets.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
So,
no,
so
hey, we just made a connection. I think he won. Did he not win MVP in '86? We might be seeing a connection happening in the city of New York, involved with dominance in sports. All right, and so Lawrence Taylor put
it
together. one of
was.
the great-
Holy shit, you got that.
Was it '86?
It was
Oh
86.
my God! All
The year
right.
cocaine ran rampant.
The year cocaine ran rampant. Lawrence Taylor just ripping heads off, and the Cocaine Brothers with the Booga Sugar, just dominating the World Series. No, but I just want somebody in there that's so jacked up that when they see this ball, they want to murder it. And I know that prime LT was that, and I know that if he connects, that thing's gone. I have no idea what his hand-eye coordination is. All I know is that when he sees something, he wants to hit it. And so I'm taking Lawrence Taylor.
I'm going with. Remember when Joey was dumb and said Lamar Jackson's the greatest athlete since Bo Jackson?
Yeah.
That might have been
Yeah,
like one
that
of
was
the
like
dumbest
last
takes
week.
I've ever. Yeah,
What are
that
you
was
talking about? How was that a dumb take?
that was.
Since Bo Jackson.
That was-
What athlete overall is
I'll
a
tell
better athlete than Bo Jackson?
Michael
Yeah,
Vick.
He's
Lamar
going to tell
Jackson's.
us. Oh,
Michael Vick.
Oh,
You want to know something about Michael Vick? The fucking
dog.
Rockies drafted Michael Vick in 2000.
No, they did not. I didn't know that.
The catch is Michael Vick at that time didn't play baseball. He played baseball up until middle school and said, "I'm done." The Rockies didn't give a shit about that and still drafted him.
Wow.
Michael Vick didn't know
shit.
he was drafted by the Rockies until he was drafted by the Rockies. He, was- he
They
didn't know
called
he
me
was
like what? Wait, I'm playing in the.
So if you're in the MLB, you can just pick anybody's name regardless of whether
I
or
don't-
not they've entered the draft.
Someone must have entered him into the draft, but he literally stopped playing baseball in middle school. Zero high school baseball
I love
reps
this.
at all.
That's amazing.
Rockies took a poke in 2000, and he considered it for about a week. He said because there's going to be maybe some money involved because you're going to the minors, and he came from a very poor family. There's going to be more money quickly, but he decided he was about 9 months in a really good season away from entering the NFL draft, also making millions. So ultimately, he made the best decision. But also, Michael Vick's a way better athlete than Lamar. But so I'm taking Vick. Dell number 2, baby. How do you beat DeChambeau?
oh man, I got a couple. I didn't want to
so
play
eager.
homer to Seattle here. But I didn't want to pander to your crowd either. Kind of torn between my two
Good
picks.
call.
But I'm thinking the same route. There's Cody, just a freak athlete. DK Metcalf,
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
physical freak.
my God.
Dude,
Just a monster.
He's gonna take his shirt off.
Just
he's
a
gonna grab the
monster.
bat, and he's just gonna start taking hacks.
There's not much else to it. He's
Any
just,
chance he could take his
that's
shirt off.
Just a
basically
dude
it.
to where I think you could give DK Metcalf any athletic task that someone else has accomplished and you'd be like, yeah, all right, give me like a couple of days to train and I'll be fine.
I'm kidding.
He's like, yeah, I'm playing football.
He's just a monster.
He's like, oh wait, I'm gonna take a quick timeout. I'm gonna go do this 100-meter sprint real quick, and I'm actually
Seriously.
gonna be competitive. And then, I'm gonna do this, 3-on-3 basketball thing, and be pretty good at that too. So I'm thinking of giving him a baseball bat, and he's probably gonna be pretty good at that too.
just gonna figure. He had he was faster than Tyreek last year. He was the fastest guy in the field.
Fastest
Like,
Tyreek was actually fired up about that, right?
Yeah, somebody beat him. You know, it was like, and Tyreek Hill would have qualified fourth.
He's incredible.
For the Olympics.
Great pick. I feel like Dell and I are definitely on the same vibe going golf into football. Mine's a little bit more about the funnies rather than getting the question right, because in my world, John Daly just got done dick slapping dingers left and right, only pausing to light another cigarette and have a swig of his Diet Coke.
Yeah,
and then steps up Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
And Antonio Brown's ego cannot handle the fact that he just watched this 5'11", 250-pound dude just crush baseballs.
With a mullet.
Yeah. And so Antonio Brown steps up there and tries and cannot get the job done. You know, Antonio Brown would want baseballs to continue coming at him until he physically couldn't move the bat, until he could not continue to stand up. And then at that point, you'd have to drag him away as he tries to beat you with the bat. Like,
Jesus.
I don't think his ego could handle that he was not as great at an athletic challenge as John Daly. And I think it would just drive him more insane than he presently is. And I think that would be hilarious.
John Daly lights a smoke, and this is peak physical performance right here.
Yeah.
Like, who has my scotch and soda?
Maybe you should take up the diet of M&M's, cigarettes, and Diet Coke and try
no
again.
water.
Suck my PGA Tour. Yeah.
He doesn't drink water. How do you not drink water?
Why would you?
It's horrible.
Yeah, I mean, cigarettes are natural, right?
Fish have sex in water. That's gross, Joey.
What?
Yeah,
I guess they do. It's true.
I guess they all do.
Yeah, that's true.
So the ocean is just a big cum fest. Is that
exactly? And John Daly understands that.
So what did we learn today, boys? We learned the
ocean is full of mating fish.
And Cody hates dads
and children.
Damn it.
And loves Saudis.
And old people.
Joey, number 2, damn it.
All right, number 2, I'm going to go hockey. I think you want that hand-eye coordination. You want that slap shot.
Okay.
But you also want what you guys just said of that eternal just, I will not lose. I will not stop. And somebody that we have not talked about, and I think it gets forgotten a lot because he played a long time ago. This might sound weird, but I'm going to take Gordie Howe. Okay, now Gordie Howe.
If we're talking maniacs, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, maniacs. Do you guys know what a Gordie Howe hat trick is?
Oh, I sure do, but please enlighten the listeners. Oh, yeah.
A Gordie Howe hat trick is when you have a goal, assist, and a fight in the same game. All right?
It's awesome.
Gordie Howe was people say one of the greatest athletes in like Gordie Howe played 25 years. And then Gordie Howe is also somebody who is known that played in 5 decades. How is that possible?
What? He's the Vince Carter.
Yeah, no, how is that possible? Because he signed a 1-game contract with the IHL team in Detroit in 1997. So he played in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and 1 game in 1997.
He's the Satchel Paige of hockey.
He's
incredible.
He's amazing. So now, like, yes, they have to be able to, like, longevity and being able to kick some ass, yes, but you have to be good. And Gordie Howe was incredible. He had every single record that existed before Wayne Gretzky. 801 goals, 1,049 assists, 1,850 points. Every single one of those was the top in the league before Wayne Gretzky. I know that if you put him in his heyday in a home run derby, he's like, I don't even know what the hell this thing is, this bat, but I'm going to crush that ball, and he will not lose.
I think I'm going to take a win right here, guys. This is right.
No, you're not.
I got the winner here. There's a reason I'm drinking a little Dickel.
Oh.
I needed to switch it up, but...
Okay. Is it just because you like dick riding? Dickel riding?
We're nipping... Yeah, we're sipping on a little Dickel and talking a little Chris Winky.
Chris Winky! What the hell?
We're talking a little Winky, boys. Talking a little Winky. You guys don't even know.
Tell me about your Winky.
Winky had, where was it at? He had 69. Of course, he had fucking 69 home runs in the minor leagues. Of course, he had 69.
With the name Winky.
The man, he got drafted at age 18. From 18 to 23, was in the minor leagues. He was a second-round draft pick as an 18-year-old out of high school.
Really?
69 dingers. And then decided he didn't like it, went back to Florida State, won an old Heisman as a 25-year-old old fuck, which is insane to me.
No. 29.
He's 29?
29.
That's even worse.
He was 29 years old when he went back and won that Heisman.
He won a geriatric Heisman.
29.
And then got drafted and did nothing for the Panthers. But Chris Winkie hit some dingers. So sucking on some Winkie, sucking on some Dickle.
Well,
can you count him as not a baseball guy when he played professional
Yes, the rules
baseball?
were specifically MLB. He did not make the MLB.
Oh, okay. So then do I get to go with, my pick of
No.
Why not? I mean, Josh Gibson never made it into the MLB.
That is true. You know why, Cody? You know why,
Joey?
Cody?
Why Joey did
No, why don't you just say it?
Because he was in the Negro League Baseball League.
No, because he didn't allow black people to play.
So this entire time we could have just been like, Josh Gibson, he's, potentially one of the greatest hitters to ever live, potentially Bo Jackson of his era. He never made it to the MLB. Therefore, he's a valid pick, even though he's known as one of the most prolific baseball athletes of all time.
The answer is yes, but you were too stupid and didn't pick him off one of your two picks. So I'm so sorry.
I feel like my two picks
The
were
big potato
extremely
is
smart.
over, and you fucked up.
Remember, listener, you can now listen and continue to listen on all major podcast networks and YouTube. Please consider following and rating the show. Leave us a review if you listen to Apple, which you guys haven't done. Just do it. I really want to read them.
Dell, have
We
you?
encourage you.
Has Dell? Hold on. Dell, have you left a review?
I might give you a 5-star rating. Don't put me on the spot like that.
5-star rating, I'll take that. We encourage you to follow our YouTube channel. Push that subscribe button. Watch these fools do what we do. Also, be a friend. Tell a friend about the podcast. Cody.
Thanks, JoJo. Chris, who is sponsoring our today's MLB picks for the season?
Ladies and gents, today's picks are brought to you once again by the Juice Boys Fund to Purchase the Oakland Athletics.
It's going to happen.
Oh my God. Like, I know we don't normally like to go back-to-back weeks with the same sponsors, but holy shit. The Athletics,
they need us.
They need us so much more than we ever knew. The Oakland Athletics are a club in complete destitution. They sold a paltry 13,000 tickets to their season opener last week, and then followed up that effort by selling 3,800 the day after.
My God.
Yeah.
I don't know how the MLB doesn't step in at this point.
Yeah.
We had more than that at our 1A football playoff game. That is really sad.
Yeah. Which is why
They
they
didn't
need
pay to keep the lights on.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a big stadium to.
You're
60,000 people. 60,000 people is what that stadium holds. They sold 3,800 tickets to that. We might be able to sell that many tickets for a Juice Boys Live in the Coliseum. And that brings us to the Juice Boys Fund to Purchase the Oakland Athletics. Oakland fans, I know you've been protesting the team's move to Las Vegas, and we here at the Juice Boys Show have heard you. And we're willing to forego our planned move to Anchorage, Alaska to keep the A's in Oakland. But for that to happen, the Juice Boys need your help. Yes. After last week's plea for the Juice Junkies to pony up the cash, we're actually further away from our goal after McCoy's recent visit to a Kansas sportsbook.
Which did happen.
So please, dear Juice Junkies, dig deep and help us give the Oakland Athletics the bailout they desperately need. The Juice Boys Fund to Purchase the Oakland Athletics. Fellas, I don't even have a punchline for this ad because the Athletics ownership is already a bigger joke than I could ever possibly. My God.
Hey, now that we got Dell and we have a group. We got an ownership group developing here. So
that's right.
Oh, hell yeah.
Email the show. All right, boys, we're just about to wrap up. Dell, you get to start us off. We get 3 picks each. Joey, 3 picks. You get to pick your Cy Young favorite, your MVP favorite, and World Series winner for the 2024 season.
Are we doing AL and NL?
You get one.
MVP?
You get one
Just
choice. One choice.
Okay. Wait, but
Who are
hang
you
on a
most
second.
oh, geez, Joey.
MVP is in both leagues.
That's fine. Who's your favorite that you feel most confident will win?
That's
one.
bullshit.
Is it?
Look at this list that I have made here, you dicks.
Well, now I've got the
my
answers.
list.
Hooray.
Dell, who do you got for your? Let's go Cy Young first.
All right, let's start off Cy Young. I mean, Strider's got to be one of the top picks right now. Jeez, Joey, was that on your list? Joey, I bet he was on your list. I'm
He
sorry.
was. He's right there.
We're all going to pick
right
from
there.
the same list of great players, Joe. Like,
I know, but I really wanted to talk about him. Go ahead, Dell. Thank you. That was a great pick.
we
That was a
make
great
Joey go
pick,
last?
Dell.
We gotta go with Strider for Cy Young.
But what about his legs?
Worry about that later. It's a long season.
No, he
Not
has
his
the
legs.
most beautiful, amazing tree trunks I've ever seen on a pitcher. If anybody has not seen Spencer Strider, this is an unfortunate year for him with how horrible these uniforms are, because you are seeing everything. You are
Like we
seeing
talked about.
everything.
great detail.
His legs are literally the size of my waist, and I am a large man. And you see, like, he is so strong. Check out Spencer Strider. He has the biggest tree trunk legs and the best mustache in the game.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and go with Corbin Burns.
Damn it!
Joey's shocked that we're all picking the best players like
Mostly
in the
because
league.
he's at the top of the list, but also, I'm a gambling man and bet on him a lot last year and had a lucrative year. So I expect him to do even better this
Keep it
year.
rolling.
So for my pick, I'm going to take one guy I brought up earlier that's made that move from San Diego to San Francisco. I'm going to take Blake Snell. Like, he's a great pitcher. I think a new environment for him is going to be awesome. And I don't know what the hell happened with San Diego last year, but he was a bright spot for them. And I think I'm taking him. I think he's going to win.
Dell, who do you got for the MVP?
Oh man, I mean, I was thinking just AL only with Shohei going to the Dodgers, going to NL. I was kind of leaning Julio.
Yeah.
He got his first walk-off win the other night. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna be a homer. Julio.
I love it.
He's
that's
got a lot of talent. It's about to come out. He's about to show everybody what he's got. I mean, you've seen him at the home run derby. He can light it up.
Dude, he's so
gonna put it-
fun.
He's gonna put it together.
Oh my God, boys. Give me Juan Soto. I mean, just a
Dick.
man on fire. Like,
Playing in a little league fucking stadium.
suck it.
Suck it. I'm going to take, just like Julio, I'm going to take Bobby Witt Jr. He's 23 as well, but he had a 30
I love
of
it.
49. He had
Great
49
call.
stolen bases. Royals did spend some money. I just got a text from Dr. Polk. The vote on the new stadium was shut down hard by the council.
Oh,
So more to come on that.
Wow. Okay.
So we might be looking at the Nashville Royals here soon.
No, but they might leave downtown county, and Arrowhead might move to Kansas. Fuck, that's some
I'm
stuff.
saying, I also heard about
that would make me happy.
the Hunt family being super dickholes and trying to get a bunch more
Dickles?
tax money. Dickles, yeah, but super dickles. And trying to get a lot more tax money, and they might move in 2030. Oh, what's going on there in Kansas City, dude?
They would just move outside of Jackson County. They would move to Kansas, so it'd still be Kansas City, but it would be, yeah, they could, because the lease runs out in 2030 for Kaufman and for Arrowhead. So that's where this is all. So that's interesting. That was not what I was. It was actually a blowout.
Okay.
60-40. No, it wasn't even that close.
Wow,
That's not what I expected. But Bobby Witt Jr. going for MVP, baby. Let's get it.
Cody,
JoJo.
I know you're a homer, but that's not a good pick, dude.
What are you talking? He's the fifth odds-on favorite to win the MVP.
I know, but he's not gonna. What the Royals gonna do?
But he's a hack daddy.
Yeah, I know he's freaking.
He
awesome.
is a hack daddy.
But what are they gonna do? Though they might win maybe 70 games.
Zach Greinke won a Cy Young. What are you talking about? It can happen.
Okay, you're right, but they were better back then. That's
No, they weren't. They were
games.
god awful that year. They won a Cy Young. They were fucking awful, and that was how good he was.
Okay.
Rockies
I
would
thought,
probably be pretty happy with 70 wins this year.
oh my God, I'd be happy when,
Elated. Are you
when
kidding
they
me?
when they break 40. They might have a party in the streets. So like they're not
It's just
the
Joey by himself out in the middle of Bailey naked.
Down the good times. They're not the worst.
Joey's going streaking up to the quad.
Joey, MVP.
MVP. All right. As much as I hate to say this, it's gonna be a Yankee, and then it's gonna be a Dodger. All right. It's going to be. Everybody knows it. That's how it's gonna be. So I'm a betting man. I'm gonna put my money on Mookie Betts. All right. Mookie Betts is now. He's moving from the outfield to permanently shortstop and second base, which is absolutely incredible. And so far to this season, he's leading the league in total bases, leading the league in home runs, RBIs, batting average, and on-base percentage. I know that's not going to last the whole season, but he's an old Red Sox. Love the guy, and hate that he's a Dodger, but he's going to win. I think he's going to win the MVP. All right.
Yeah, World Series winner. Dell, wrap us up.
Oh man, I'm gonna go National League. I think Atlanta might pull it off.
Ooh,
Who do you think are going to play?
over the Dodgers?
Dude, the Dodgers are going out round one.
Me
that's
too.
spicy.
I do. What's your World Series pick? Who are they going to beat?
Probably Yankees, Astros, face off again.
I hate the Astros.
I know. Y'all do.
Does it? Yeah.
Did you guys know that?
We had heard.
Chris, World Series winner.
Man, yeah, I definitely wanted to go with the Braves. They're an easy team to root for. They've got a hell of a squad. They've built themselves up year in, year out. I like the Braves. I'm here to upset Joey though, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the Houston Astros. There's just no replacing the experience that they have in the postseason. I still think that the Dodgers have the curse that most super teams do. You just buy your way into a level of talent, and eventually another team that just has more passion and is gelling better comes in and just knocks you out when you're not expecting it. So I don't see the Dodgers getting it done this season.
Are they going? Who do you got the Astros beating? Are they going to beat the Dodgers?
The Cleveland Spiders, actually.
$18.99. What a roster, guys. What a roster. All right, well, I'm going to take the obvious. If no one's going to take the Dodgers, I'll take the Dodgers. Just why not? They spent $1 billion.
Oh, my God.
They have a murderer's row in the first, 4 people in the lineup? Just
They pay you to say that?
I'll take a dub. I need to get one. Because Joey won the NFL one. I'm going to take the odds-on favorite Dodgers plus 320 to win the World Series. Let's go.
The Dodgers, the Yankees are both going to just choke and lose. You guys have left me no choice at this point. I think
Colorado Rockies.
I'm not going to do that. My original pick was the Braves over the Orioles. So, damn it, I'm going to go Orioles. All right, I think Baltimore.
I hate it.
Baltimore. I think Dell. I want the Mariners. I really do. I think the Baltimore Orioles. I think Adley Rutschman he's an outstanding player, unbelievable catcher. He was up there for me to pick for MVP, but I don't know. The Orioles, they haven't done it in a while. This is the only shot they got. They know their team is going to blow up because they have terrible ownership as well, but they have unbelievable clubhouse in terms of them being able to recruit and build players. And I think this is the year when they got Corbin Burns. They got an ace pitcher who I think was going to win Cy Young. You son of a bitch! He was in my first line there. But I don't know. All right, if I can't pick any other people, I'm going to take the Orioles.
Congratulations to the Rockies. The Rockies in athletics, Mr. Irrelevant at plus 50,000 apiece to win the old World Series.
Oh, that's free money right there. Throw it on the athletics as soon as the Juice Boys secure the bag. They are rising like a phoenix.
That'll do it for our show. I had no joke.
That's it.
I love it. That
was
just,
it.
Crash.
You guys
over.
didn't
scheme.
Yeah, you didn't feed me anything good. That's on you guys not helping me out to get us across the finish line. Thank you, Dell.
Thank you, Dell.
Thanks for coming, Dell.
We're gonna check in and see.
Thank you, former listener Kendall, for so thoroughly eviscerating McCoy. That was a really special moment.
Yeah, that was intense.
He looked like Steph Curry after Draymond got kicked out.
Just burying himself.
Just hiding his tears.
Damn you guys. Love, love, love. Thank you, Dell.
Bye-bye.
Shit. See you guys.